Hello guys, welcome to my Doctor Who new series, new series Doctor Who ranking. This was an idea from Owen Salmons, so thanks for the idea. I haven't done a Doctor Who rankings video in a while, I think. I don't know if I've done one before. I may have done. I can't quite remember. But these are all my opinions, so of course you can like and dislike the video, but this is basically worst to best of the revived series of Doctor Who. Now, I know a couple of people who absolutely completely hate the new series because they think it's been ruined by Stephen Moffat and stuff, but I'm actually meeting Stephen Moffat tomorrow for Cheltenham Literature Festival, which I am quite excited about, even though he has ruined Doctor Who a tiny bit, but I won't say majorly. But so, this is some of you might be surprised about my opinions, but no, this is my opinion. No one has changed my opinion in any way, shape, or form. So I'm going to start off from worst to best with the Series 6. Sorry about the lighting in here, because you can't really see the box sets. But now, the reason why Series 6 for me is because, as Owen Salmons said, it did have a lot of potential. But by the Series 6 Part 2, it just didn't. I mean, there are a couple of good episodes, don't get me wrong. I quite like the opening two-parter, which was okay. The God Complex was not a bad one. Doctor's Wife was quite good. Yeah, there are a couple of good episodes, but overall the series isn't really that good, in my opinion. I'm sure there are quite a few other people who say the same, because it's not really. It doesn't really suit. I know it might appeal a lot to American viewers because the first two episodes. Well, there's a lot of American related stuff in this series because I don't know what happened but they just decided to. I don't know. It tried to make the show more successful and recognisable in America, which was, I think, what was the ideal thing. But I mean, it worked, so I'll give Stephen Moffat that. It did work, but I personally don't like this series as much as other people. I mean, I don't know that many people who do like this series, to be honest, so I'm not sure who does like the series. I mean, yeah, I've got a few friends on Facebook who do like the series, and, well, I should say my subscribers do like the series, but then again, it's your opinion, so, you know, if you like it, you like it. Now, in 6th place, we have Series 2. Now, Series 2, for me, is not. I mean, I like David Tennant as the Doctor. I mean, I prefer him to Matt Smith. Not to say I don't like Matt Smith, I just prefer David Tennant to Matt Smith. But, yeah. Series 2 for me wasn't. I mean, it was a good series. All of them are, like, really good, but, not so much Series 6, but all of them are really, really good. It's just, this one for me wasn't my favourite, because there are series better than this, in my opinion. I mean, it had a great start throughout, with the exception of Love and Monsters, Fear Her. I think there's one other, possibly New Earth, because that's a really underrated episode. But yeah, the story arc was good. There's some very good endings and cliffhangers in the series. But Rose, I find a very overrated companion, and she's coming back in the 50th alongside David Tennant. But yeah, I do think Series 2 for me wasn't particularly. Oh, there we go, that's a bit better. It was a good series, but it wasn't my favourite. So that's number 6, Series 2. Number 5, we have Series 4. Now, Series 4 had a fantastic story arc. It really was brilliant, with the return of Rose Tyler again, and all the companions coming back together. This is technically David Tennant's final series, if you're not counting the specials, because he did 4 series and a half, which was really cool. David Tennant, he's not my favourite Doctor, but he's still a good Doctor. I know he's quite a lot of people's favourite Doctor, but he's not my favourite. So yeah, saw the return of Davros. This series did, because it was a really good series. I really enjoyed it, but Donna isn't one of my favourite companions either. I didn't like the comedy elements of her character. She's basically Catherine Tate. She wasn't Donna Noble, she was Catherine Tate, in my opinion. But yeah, so that leaves number 5 with Series 4. Now, with number 4, we've got Series 5. Now, this is... I think there's a couple of people out there who would say Series 5 would be Matt Smith's best series. And I think that as well. Now, Series 5 is a good series. It's not bad, but it's still quite enjoyable. One of the most pointless episodes ever on this series is probably Victory of the Daleks, because in Doctor Who magazine they said they wanted to get rid of the new series about the Power Ranger Daleks, which has made this entire episode pointless. But I'll talk about that in my new series of episode reviews for the new series. But yeah, this series is quite a good series. I enjoyed it. Not people. I mean, the amount of publicity the last episode got was quite full of bullshit, because not that many Monsters Alliance, and surely if they all alliance, when they start killing each other off, instead of, because that probably would never ever work if you think about it. But still, it's happened. But yeah, so that's number 4 with Series 5. Now, with number 3, I think I might have lost track. Oh well. I'd say this is 4.5 place. Is Series 7. Now, Series 7, I don't have part 2 yet, but I prefer part 1, which is quite surprising, because I'm not being attention seeking or anything, but I genuinely prefer part 1. Not because I just have it on DVD, it's just I don't particularly like some of the episodes in Series 7 part 2. I mean, I really enjoyed The Name of the Doctor, but I didn't particularly like... let's think of an episode. Asylum of the Daleks. I mean, there's some good special effects in that, but that is a massive continuity error. I don't know what Stephen Moffat was thinking at the time, but the planet Skaro, that was not Skaro. No way. But yes, so that's Series 7. And now we move on to the specials, which is pretty much a series in its own. Yeah, the specials, loads of people enjoy the specials. I enjoy the specials. I think the best one out there, in my opinion, is The Waters of Mars, because that's probably my favourite new series episode, along with The Name of the Doctor. I think The Waters of Mars is a really epic story. It's definitely one of my favourites of the new series. And yeah, it's just a brilliant series of specials. It's really, really good. I definitely recommend you watch the specials if you're starting to get into Doctor Who. You're in for a treat with the specials. So now we move on to, I'd say this is second place, with Series 3. Now Series 3 is, I'd say it's quite an underrated series, but I think it's awesome. I prefer Martha to Rose, in my opinion. Again, that's not attention seeking. I do prefer Martha to Rose, because I find Rose very overrated. But Series 3, I think, was a very good series. I really enjoyed some of the episodes in it, because I like the finale. I like the first few episodes. I don't really like the Dalek stories because that was just a really weird idea. But yeah, Blink is probably the best episode in this series. It's so brilliant. But yeah, this is my favourite David Tennant series or era of his tenure as the Doctor, because I think David Tennant was really good in this, definitely in the finale, and John Sim returning as the Master, or the Master returning as John Sim. I really do like John Sim as the Master, and he is underrated as the Master because a lot of people's favourites are Roger Delgado, who's my favourite, but I do really like all the actors who play the Master, and it's got Derek Jacobi, who's also going to Cheltenham Literature Festival tomorrow. I might be meeting him as well, so that'd be awesome. But yeah, he's brilliant. I love Derek Jacobi. He's a really good actor, and so that's second place with Series 3. And finally, you might have guessed it now, Series 1 with my third favourite Doctor, or fourth favourite, as he now might be, Christopher Eccleston. Now, Series 1, I loved all the episodes in the series except for the long game, because that was a really boring episode, I find, but it's quite a crucial point in the series. In the series, Christopher Eccleston, a really good Doctor. It's a shame he only did one series. A lot of people would agree with me on that, because I prefer. Christopher Eccleston is my favourite out of the three most recent Doctors. Of course, we don't know what Peter Capaldi is going to be like, but so far Christopher Eccleston is my favourite out of the new Who Doctors. And yeah, it's Series 1, my favourite series. I remember watching Rose for the first time, being really interested as to what would happen next in the future episodes. Because I didn't really know much about Doctor Who, and this is what really brought me into it. And Christopher Eccleston is my Doctor. And he's a lot of other people's Doctor, but as well. And he's an underrated Doctor because he only did one series. But it's a shame he only did one series, because I'd love to see a second, or maybe even a third if he would have stayed in for that long. And in fact, Christopher Eccleston is my all-time favourite actor. I've seen him in lots of things, and he's brilliant as ever. His most recent appearance was in Thor, The Dark World, I think it was, and he played a villain or something in that, I'm not too sure, but Series 1, great finale, great opener, just great episodes in general. I'll give them all 10 out of 10s, or maybe 9 out of 10s for the long game, but still, I need to review the rest of Series 1 in my series of reviews, so I want to stay tuned for those. Not sure when the next one will be, but yeah, Series 1, just amazing. I love Series 1 and 3 and all the rest of the other series, except for Series 6. So that's pretty much my New Who ranking. I hope you enjoyed it. Christ, it's going on for quite a long time, but yeah, tell me what you think of my opinions. Please don't dislike this video, because I've had a few dislikes on my other videos. I can see why people might have disliked them, but if you're going to dislike a video, give a valid reason as to why you are disliking this video. I can understand from my Doctor Who review of Series 6, but again, just if you're one of those people who just constantly dislike someone's video, give a valid reason as to why, because it's really getting on my nerves when people just dislike a video and don't explain why. Because I feel sorry for Grant24678, because there's a guy out there who completely always dislikes his videos, and if you're watching this video, you're an arsehole, because don't keep disliking his videos. Just tell him why you don't like his videos, and if you don't like them, don't watch them, okay? So thanks for watching, guys, and see you soon.